I think it's very important to hold events like this to give service leavers and veterans and reservists and spouses, etc., more of an insight into a sector. In this case, it's all about financial services. Frankly, when people are serving, they don't really have much of an understanding of what is out there. And I think it's important that people have all the information to make them allow them to make the right choices about which sector to go to, and then that's before which company to join. So that's why I think an event like this is so important.
The reason I attended was to gain a bit of a better viewpoint into financial services in the civilian world. I do have some limited exposure within the military world, but that's very different to what civil servants or public sector does. So interested in the big banking, get exposure to that really is why I'm here. Expectations, just some people of who I might be able to reach out to, ask some very silly questions of if I can't find it on YouTube, and that's really probably why I'm here. I'm not expecting them to give me a job, but you've got to reach out to make those connections to get onto the pathway.
I'm in my first year at university, and obviously I have a short while to think about what I want to do in my line of work, but events like this are the perfect way to really understand and learn what is out there, because it's quite a daunting prospect. I mean, the world is huge, and the jobs that exist in the world are varied and extremely, different in what they offer. And to fully understand that, I think it's very useful to come to these sorts of events, meet people, hear the speakers talk in all their different sectors, and really have an understanding of what it is that is out there and what maybe I want to do from what's available. So yeah.
I've worked in financial services previously, so obviously it was something that was ticking the boxes from that point of view. I'm looking for a new role, so the networking side of it and being able to sort of put names to faces and being able to speak to people that are on the military programs is definitely worth sort of the time that it takes to come into town.
A point that kept getting re-emphasised throughout the day was focusing only on qualifications. It's not your driving factor. Your factor is on the skill set that you've got. So whether you have the certificate at the end of a job role, that's not as important as the skills you've learned throughout that. So that was my key takeaway.
In general, maybe just understanding how my life experience can translate into a role in the world of work, and what companies are looking for, and actually how I can help fulfill what they're looking for. Even though I have lived a fairly short life so far compared to many people at this event, I think I still have a lot of life experience to bring to the table, and it's useful to know that the things that I've experienced can be useful in certain lines of work. So that's been quite useful, I think.
I think the one thing probably is the resilience side of things. So I've been looking for work for a few months, and that side of the whole sort of experience is definitely something that I'm trying to be resilient.
Try and treat it like it's your next job, because it is. You've got to put the same effort you would do to learning to take over a new role. You've got to make that planning and put yourself as a priority, not just your current role. You need to make sure that you're giving yourself that time to attend workshops or days like this, so that you do have a future and you don't suddenly have that last day in unit and it becomes a shock that you're not going to have a job when you leave 3 months, 1 month after your last day in unit. And that is quite a shock to a lot of people, and they do.
I think it's hard for me to be here and give advice to people my own age and stage in life doing the same thing as me. But I certainly think going to these events are really useful, meeting people, networking, learning from people and just chatting. I mean, I've learned so much here specifically, not just about the financial services world, but also about the military as well. I don't know what I want to do in life. That's why I came here, really. And I've certainly got a better understanding of that now. And both, I've considered a military career and I've considered a career in financial services as well. So to have kind of two sectors of the world of work in one event has been very useful, and it proves that these events are really, really useful and you can learn a lot from them. So yeah, I definitely recommend going along.
Using something like the Foreign Forces Employment Charity is kind of gives you a little bit of a head start and a bit of more of a family to sort of cheer you on and help you through it.
Wonderful, thank you.